Hello, Podlings, and welcome back to Juhadre. This week's episode, we continue our typical conversational format, but we go a little more in-depth about one of our favorite things, food. So, if you have favorite foods and you have controversial opinions about foods, stick around. You'll definitely enjoy this episode of Juhadre. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Juhadre, the conversational podcast with absolutely no roadmap. This is Season 3, Episode 3. I am Juhadre.
I am Albatross 1-7.
And I am Blien with 3 N's.
I was going to go Albatross 1-7, but I was like, because peace has been my new thing lately.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, wait, nope, that's 2.
Yeah. So first things first, everybody, we are not back in the pod. There was a little scare around locally, so we're just going to play it completely safe and set a good example and just say it doesn't matter what we think. We're going to keep it all separate. So we are back to our remote setup with a couple of extra features that we did add in there. I hope everyone enjoys the new little intro that we did. I showed it to you guys. What did you think?
It looks good.
Oh, I actually don't think I was online for it.
So I sent you a screenshot in our little Discord call there.
Oh, that. Oh,
yeah.
Okay, I saw what you sent. I was just like, wait, I didn't hear an intro. No. But that's good. I understand what you're saying now because now it ties into what we were talking about earlier.
Yes.
Got it.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
So speaking about things we were talking about earlier, Albatross, you weren't there for this discussion on Tuesday, but coworkers and I had, I know, right? Had an interesting.
This is after I left.
Yes,
Yes,
this is after you left. Yeah. So we got to talking about certain foods being categorized in a distinct way, and I think that it's about high time someone had this discussion in a podcast capacity because I think these are really important questions.
Nope, that's good. I actually, when you brought that up and you texted me, you're like, "Hey, let's talk about food." And I was like, "What about food?" And then I read the rest of that sentence.
Yeah,
it reminded me of something that happened when I was younger. So I'm excited about this. So if you want to start, go ahead.
I would love to. So a big bomb got dropped on me at work, and we were talking about stuff, and I brought up that, you know what, how exactly do we go about this? Someone said something is like another thing, and I said, well, if that's the case, then chili is soup.
Chili is soup.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a really meaty soup, yeah.
Okay, but it's chili.
Chili
is a soup.
Or is it chili?
Okay, I know what you're saying. Chili is chili, soup is soup, but I mean, if I had to categorize, I'd say it's just a really, really, really thick soup.
Okay. But then doesn't the consistency make it a chili?
No. Wait. If you take the beans out, it's not a chili anymore, right?
I don't actually know if that's the answer. Blien, you're actually a little bit more culinarily educated than I am, at least. What?
Yeah, you're comparing apples to oranges.
How do you mean?
Soup is very broad. Like you're saying, well, since apples aren't pears, are apples fruit?
Tomatoes are.
Indeed, they are.
That's the comparison. Soup is broad. It includes chilies, it includes chowders, and like vegetable soups that are more
You can put
watery.
vegetables in a chili.
Yeah. My sister.
So there's this thing called a vegetable soup.
There's also such thing as no, that's vegan.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can have a vegan chili because like the main one of the main things is like the meat.
Right, because
without vegan chili,
without the meat, it's just beans.
So
yeah.
Chili is a soup, but not all soups are chili.
Okay, so we've settled that one then.
Whoa. Did you actually know, speaking of chili, that Argentina is actually cold right now?
It's bordering on chili.
I was so confused when our supervisor told me. I'm like, "What are you talking?"
You have to say it out loud.
I was like, "Yeah." I was just like, because I just walked in the room, and I'm like,
Mhm.
"Are you dropping this on me now?"
Yeah.
I haven't even sat down yet, you bastard.
So that was number one. Number two was that amazing joke. I was wondering how I was going to fit that one in. I'm glad you did, Albatross.
I've been telling everybody that lately. It's just funny. Like, can I derail us just for one joke?
Yeah, of course. Please do.
So my wife wanted to try and get me on a joke, and she got me on one.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that you do not need a parachute to go skydiving?
Okay.
You need a parachute to go skydiving twice.
I like that. I like that.
I saw that coming.
I didn't see it coming. I was sitting there and I'm like, what do you mean? No, it's a requirement. You cannot go without a parachute. She goes, no, you only need it if you want to go twice. I'm like,
That's pretty funny.
because I was in serious mode when she told me that. I'm like, she was going off on like she was like on Google, hey, and I was like, yeah, I know that one. Hey, I know that one. And I was like, no, that's a requirement. Like, where's the punchline of this?
I like it.
So, yeah. May I bring up a food?
Please do.
When I was in juvie as a teenager, and anybody wants to talk about that on Twitter, finally comment me.
No.
T-Mac. I had to throw him in there somehow.
I know. So
no, okay. So go ahead.
No, that was it. I was going to say, please continue your story.
Oh, okay. You guys remember the story of I don't know if I told you this, but the kitchen cook. When he didn't want somebody to know who he was because he was just being a dick, he would say his name was James. Mm-hmm. That's where I get that from. But he used to only drink Pepsi and eat M&Ms, and I was like, dude, how come you only do Pepsi and M&Ms? He goes, dude, makes your dick bigger.
All right. There's no way.
No, just so for a while, that's all I would drink and eat is because like I was just like, I mean, if it's wrong, it's not going to hurt me, but if it's right, hey, why not?
Okay.
I mean, I have no way of proving if it worked or not, but yeah. So for a while, it was like a year that I was just like, why not? Mm-hmm. You know, it was just funny. I don't think I actually ever like 100% believed it, but yeah. Pepsi and M&Ms apparently makes your dick bigger.
I want to see. I almost said something that was just going to start uproarious laughter, and I'm glad I stopped
you're gonna say
myself.
You want to see the wiener.
No, that was not what I was going to say. Well, it's too late now. I was going to say I need to see some hard evidence, but it's unacceptable. Yeah. Unacceptable. So I guess the next question comes in, guys. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Yes.
Well, is a burger a sandwich?
I think it is.
Okay. Why is it called a hamburger when it's beef?
Because it's a German word and they have weird words to us English speakers. That's all it is.
Okay, I actually didn't know that. I literally thought somebody was pre-making burgers out of pork.
No, it's a German word.
I really thought that. I was just like, why the frick do we call these hamburgers when they're beef burgers? You know, get your hamburger. It's made out of 100% beef. Like, why do we call it hamburger then?
That's pretty funny, actually.
Yeah. Seriously, I've been curious to that. Like, I'm actually gonna look that up really quick while you guys do that.
Yeah. So, Blien, you agreed to both of those instantly. Is it because it's something in between bread?
Yeah.
See, I'm with you on that. But you see, then a hot dog is not a sandwich if there's no bun, right?
Correct.
Do you know where the name?
If you're talking about the meat, then no, it's not a sandwich. It's just like saying, is ham a sandwich? No. A ham sandwich is a sandwich.
Okay, but when you go to KFC and you get that chicken.
The double down.
The double down, yeah. Is that a sandwich? Because in my opinion, yeah. There's bread in there.
It's breaded chicken.
Okay. Do you guys know where the name hamburger comes from?
Germany is all I know.
You're right on Germany. It says, according to the food, it's like in bold, the Food Lover's Companion, the name hamburger comes from the seaport town of Hamburg, Germany, where it is thought that 19th century sailors brought back the idea of raw shredded beef, known today as beef tartar, after trading with the Baltic provinces of Russia.
So that's why it's a hamburgers, because it's from Hamburg.
Yeah.
I mean, that would make sense why it's a hamburger, but I'm just still like, it still bothers me. Like, no, it's not pork. It's not pig. Or as our coworker said, the pig.
Yeah, it's not the pig.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So now I want to bring up the most controversial of the is it a this things that got brought up in this discussion. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready. Speed round. Let's do this.
Is marinara sauce a jam?
No.
Okay,
No.
but it is a crushed fruit as a condiment. Is that not a jam?
Because
No.
tomato's considered a fruit, even
Yes.
though even though like in a normal sense it's a vegetable.
It goes along with vegetables, but the scientific thing, because of the seeds, it's a fruit.
Well, then what's a strawberry?
It's also a fruit.
Okay, what do you mean by seeds? I don't know if I'm.
It's the grouping of seeds in your fruit is what classifies it as a fruit versus a vegetable.
Seeds are
Yeah.
And so
that's on the outside of the fruit.
One thing, but that's the broadest definition.
yeah, but a tomato is a fruit,
Yes.
and it's crushed up into a paste that is called marinara sauce, and that's a jam.
No.
Oh, that definition! I hate that definition. God.
Why
Hey,
not?
you want some jam with your toast?
Exactly.
It's marinara sauce. Hey, scientifically, it's a jam, asshole.
So you want to hear why I say no?
I would love to.
And this is probably just me,
Okay.
but whenever I've made jam, you don't cook it. Jelly is cooked. It is thickened through heating.
Fine. It's a jelly.
That's worse because now it's got an even sillier name because it's got the E on the end, which makes it sound like you're trying to like tone it down. Like when you talk to your kid, you end up like little E at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a jam. It's like the manly version of of that variety. And then you got like it's a jelly.
Okay. So, but you see my point here. Like by
Yes.
by that
Is that another
classification.
dick joke? Is that another dick joke?
No,
I see your point.
no, it's not.
What the hell, man?
I've been thinking about that, and I was also curious if you guys know of any other thing. I don't want to divide our viewership by having the whole pineapple pizza discussion because I think that belongs somewhere else. But these other things, hot dogs or sandwiches, and marinara sauce is a jelly. It was fun to think about and to discuss with you guys because I've never talked to you guys about that.
No,
Okay.
I still think. I still think. I lost it.
Okay.
Go
I
ahead.
have a couple.
Okay.
Go.
German pancakes. You know what German pancakes are?
I do. I actually really prefer those over American pancakes.
Well, tricks on you. They're not German. They're American.
Are they really?
Oh my gosh.
I had 2 German companions on my mission, one from East Germany, one from West Germany, and we made them for them, and they're just like, "What are these? We have never heard of these things or seen anything like this in our lives."
That's amazing.
Yeah. Also, French fries.
Those are also American.
Those are
Dude,
American.
everything's even
French toast, though. Is French toast French?
fortune cookie.
Yes, that is also American.
That's American
Yeah.
too. Like Confucius say, not from China.
So, French toast. Do you know if that's French or not?
I
No,
want
it's
to
not
say
French.
yes.
It's
It
not.
is.
Damn.
Victory.
To my
Victory.
knowledge, it was invented during one of the big famines that they had. They had old dried out bread, and they needed to figure out how to use it because if they didn't eat their bread, they would starve. So
So they put eggs and cinnamon on it and fried it up, huh?
I don't know about the cinnamon.
No,
but soaked it in
it is
eggs.
not French.
Oh, it's not? Did you just look that up?
It is Roman.
Oh.
Roman?
Romans would soak bread in a milk and egg mixture and then fry it in oil or butter. Take that, Blien.
Well, there you go.
It's Roman. So
Somebody lied
no,
to me.
really close. Yep. Yeah. So it just says it was, and they actually called it Pandulcis. So Pandulcis.
Oh, sweet bread.
Sweet bread. Yep.
How the hell did you guys know that?
It's a Latin-based
foreign
word.
languages.
Okay, I really did not go to a good high school.
No. I learned Spanish on my mission, and the word sweet is dulce, and then the word pan means bread, so it's a sweet bread.
I got away with not having a second language.
Yeah, I'm
So,
proud of you
Good
for that.
you.
yeah.
Well,
So-
go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna end it here and say if anybody out there has any other weird food comparisons or names with which they disagree, to hit us up on Twitter and let us know, and we can have a discussion there and talk about that, because I think these type of things are fascinating. First of all, I love food, and second, you guys know I'm really particular about the way things are phrased, and so I would love to hear some more of that.
Yeah, dude, I can't. I'm so disappointed. Do you think they're not gonna do any fairs this year? Now with all the COVID spikes, so I'm really disappointed because I always look forward to that just carnival corn dog. They're so good.
Okay.
Carnival corn.
Before we move on, I just wanted to put this out there. If you guys want to share one also, something I like that people think is weird.
Okay.
I put jam on omelets.
I know actually plenty of people that do that.
It surprised me at first just then, but then I thought about it a little bit, and it's not something I would do, but it's not overly surprising to me.
Yeah. Everybody else
yeah.
is just like, what? Why would you do that? Just makes it a little bit sweet.
You know,
Okay.
no.
Do you have anything like that, Albatross?
To be honest, not with food. I just food. Well, I mean, I'm a little sad because I looked it up. Somebody brought up at work that Wendy's was going bankrupt. No, it is not true. One of the guys that owns a franchise of 400 has declared bankruptcy.
And when I looked that up too, I saw it said franchise, and so I knew it was
So that brought me back. And then, if we're still talking about food, I was also happy to announce that I can eat at Carl's Jr. again. I just can't have the barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
I
That's
don't know what
unfortunate.
it is about the barbecue sauce, but dude, my butthole. Woo!
Well, I'm glad you found something you can have there.
Yeah, dude, that new Angus Monster Burger.
Mm.
I think that's what it is. I don't know, whatever. It's delicious. It's delicious. No, so I didn't have any notes about food this week. I told you what my note was earlier, Juhadre.
Yeah, and that's totally fine. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh, no. I had a completely different note. So, Blien, the three of us are getting close to 3, or I'm the last one to have to hit 3-0. And so I'm just not looking forward. I've been looking up like the past week, like, oh my gosh, like what do I need to do to start taking care of myself? Because I'm going to hit the big 3-0 in a year. And one of the biggest things that I can't Juhadre about, and I was like, dude, when are you required? Because I haven't had a physical since I was 18. I'm like, when do they do the physical?
You did ask me about that.
I don't want to be violated. Like, no.
So
I've heard like you can get it between like 30 and 50 depending on your health, but most people get it around like 40 or 50.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
when I went and got my physical in January, that's what I was told.
See, I've had a physical since I was 18. I just don't care. I'm just like, I'm not paying you to look at my testicles. No.
Well, see, I'm paying for insurance through work, and so not going is wasting money in my eyes. So I've gone the last 2 years, and that's all it is. It's just a quick physical. It's not a big deal, and that's what my doctor said is, you're not quite here. In the next 10 or 15 years, depending on your health, we'll want to do that every visit. And I'm like, oh, darn it. That feels really bad. But yeah, if you feel symptoms that lead to that diagnosis, then they will check. But until then, you're totally fine until you're in your 40s.
What are the symptoms? To needing a finger up your butt.
I'm not actually sure.
Yeah. See, I don't know either. I just don't want it.
Well, that's why you go get your physical.
If your name is Albatross, I think that covers it.
I have not had a physical since I was about 18. Yeah. No.
Oh man.
No. And then like, because I know they always say you need to watch your health.
Mhm.
And like all these foods now that are saying, oh, it decreases like sperm count. I'm like, I'm not trying to have a kid, so win-win.
There are foods that reduce sperm count?
Apparently, Mountain Dew hurts your sperm count.
I had heard that, but I thought that
I
was
don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's true. I haven't looked it up, and I don't know if there's any research. You know, somebody's poking in somebody's testicle.
Huh.
How much Mountain Dew have you had today, sonny boy?
Hmm.
You know, that's a pretty big load. I don't know. I've heard talking on your cell phone. I've heard like there's a couple fast food restaurants that I don't know the fats they use. I'm just like, really? I don't know, but hey, less chance of me getting pregnant.
I would hope so.
Well,
Yeah.
not me. Not me. But no, I'm just so like I've just been freaking out in my head. I'm like, oh, I got to start taking care of myself. I even made that pact of not going out to eat anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went to, you know, Carl's Jr.
Oh, that was the day after. Yeah.
No, yeah. But just trying to take care of myself. I haven't even bought Dr. Pepper when I went shopping. Yeah, I went shopping before I had to go back in quarantine. Before I had to go into quarantine. Sorry for there. And I was like, yeah, it's 3 for $12. That's actually a decent deal. But I drink so much of it. I'm like, I'm getting to the point where it's going to start catching up to me.
Mm.
And now I'm trying to down a lot more water.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I have to piss like a racehorse now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do the gallon challenge. And I'm just like, damn.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
About a gallon a day is what I've heard is the recommendation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that's an old wives' tale.
I feel good about it. That's what I've been doing, and it feels
Old
nice.
wives' tale, Jim's tale. I don't know.
It's not bad, but
Right.
like
That's what I've been trying. So
doctors just say drink when you're thirsty. Your body tells you when you need more fluids.
well, I mean, it's the same thing as like, hey, I'm hungry. Obviously, that means my body wants some kind of nutrition.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I've heard that one too. But I have not been giving my body good nutrition for the past 29 years. Oh, you're hungry? Let's down a Baconator. You know what? Let's make it a triple.
Mm. Mm.
It's so good.
It's so good.
Like the other day, I made breakfast, and my kid always steals my food. So now I started cutting the bacon, the pound of bacon in half, and I'll cook the entire thing.
Mm.
So he eats like 4 or 5 pieces from my plate, not his plate, and then I get the other 3/4.
Good enough.
Yeah. Frick, man. Kids.
All right. What do you think? Let's move on to what the F.
Let's do it.
Today's episode is brought to you by Virtual Performance. Via the internet, they provide personal fitness training, meal planning, and coaching.
Which is important for staying healthy. Virtual Performance will not only help develop your physical strength and endurance, but also your mental fortitude. This will improve your life and your gaming skills.
Even the professional gamers have training regimens. That means the rest of us need one too if we're going to get as good as they are. So, find Virtual Performance online at trainingvp.com, on social media at TheTrainingVP on both Twitter and Instagram, or send them an email, info@trainingvp.com. Alrighty, everybody. Albatross, will you get us the recap from last week's What the F, please?
I will give you the recap from last week. Oh, speaking of what the F really quick,
Mhm.
You know how I do this thing where I'll go, you, to my kid?
I have seen that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's now turned into I think he's telling me fuck you. Because he doesn't do the pause and go, yeah, he'll go, you. And I'm like, is that your way of like me? Like, so I do get a few comments. Trending subscriptions. I am subscribed to. Where is our video? This is horrible. Normally I have all this out.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Rated R. S. Is our video even up?
Yeah.
Videos.
Blien, who do you think won?
Oh, that's it. I was looking for I forgot. We
Probably
actually.
grass holes.
I think so too. I think the name was really clever on that, and it is a pretty weird moment.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it looks like tallying everything up. Who do you think won?
We think grass holes.
Yep.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Yes.
It was actually Return of the Coworkers.
Yay!
Yeah, Return of the Coworkers. Yes, so Return of the Coworkers won. Grass Holes and Juhadre. They were in a tie. I'm gonna be honest. If I don't vote anymore, everybody knows that I don't vote. I would have voted for Return of the Coworkers because I love your coworker stories. Because I'm just like, it just seems like you have some good coworkers because you always talk good about some of them, and then some other ones I'm just like, you're an idiot, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, so this week, who wants to go first? What the F? Oh, I love this segment.
Does Blien go first because he won?
Sure, Blaine, you won last time, so you get to go first.
I need to look up what mine was, figure out where I wrote it down. So give me a minute.
All right, I can
Okay,
start.
go ahead. Okay.
My wife and I went downtown to a place called Bruges. It's a wonderful place run by a Belgian who immigrated here to the U.S., and he has authentic Belgian waffles and food and fries. Okay?
It's great. I recommend it.
Very, very good. So we went there, and we sat at a table just outside the restaurant because no joke, the room I'm in is about as big as the restaurant is up there. So they have like their kitchen and their counter, and then you need to go outside if you're going to be there. So we went.
Really? Is that small? The one that they moved to?
Yeah.
Oh, they moved to a tiny place. It used to be pretty big.
Yeah, the one in the other city called Draper was very big. It was a large sit-down place, but their original location downtown is just this. It's this little room. It's like a bedroom-size establishment right next to a bike shop and a couple other restaurants. But when we got there, we're outside, we're eating our food, and some guy comes up and has a speakerphone call with who we assume is his wife, asking, "What do you want?" And he's like, "Hey, I'm here. Got, they have the fries. I know you were talking about this special like sauce or ketchup or something that they have. Like, what are you wanting on that? Was it the curry ketchup?" And she's like, "What? Why are you asking me this? Why are you calling me? Why do you need to know this?" And my wife and I looked at each other. We're like, "Holy crap, lady! Like, he's trying to do what you asked. Can you like calm down?"
Wow.
So that's part one. Part two is he gets in a screaming match with this lady because apparently she has bad service on her phone because she's on a different carrier than he is. So that's two weird things. And she has too many apps open. So he's yelling at her, "You have to turn off the apps, not just the window, the apps." Yeah, again, all on speakerphone. And then he gets up right next to the menu and says, "This is what they have. What do you want?" And they're screaming at each other over speakerphone.
Pause. Speakerphone or FaceTime?
Both. It was actually FaceTime.
Yes. Okay.
Either
So
way.
you're saying when he was like, "This is what they have," he turned the camera. Was like, "This is what they have."
Yeah, and pointed it right at the menu that's out on the wall.
Okay.
And it gets worse.
It gets worse.
Oh my
He-
gosh.
He finally gets what he thinks is the right answer, hangs up, goes in, places the order, comes back out, and says, "Hey, I got this." Because they don't have just the fries with the sauces you want. It comes with, they call it the Belgian dog. But I told them to give it to me without the bread so we can give the hot dog to our son. And she, again, just flies off the handle asking, "Why are you doing this? Why did you get him a hot dog?" He's like, "I didn't. I got you the fries you wanted, but it has to come with a hot dog. And he can eat it. He's a kid. He'll like a hot dog. It's fine." And she's like freaking out. And so he finally hangs up, and then he sits down at the other table and turns on a YouTube video without headphones.
What was the video?
it was about the different radiations in the game Fallout 76, what their impacts on your body are, and how real they are in real life.
I was hoping it was going to be something more awkward than that.
Nope.
Okay.
So, not only does this guy have a screaming match with who, again, we assume is his wife, she is not a nice person. He is not a nice person. They have a public argument, and then he doesn't have the courtesy to have any sort of headphones for A, the argument, or B, a video. Like, what the F, dude? Pay $10 and get a set of headphones.
Or better yet, put it up to your ear.
Yeah.
Act like a real person.
That's what my wife said. She said, at the very least, make it quiet. This was full volume the entire time, and it was just so absurd. I almost lost my mind.
You know what's funny is you and I are married, so we both know there was something behind that leading that argument.
100%. I think it's a language barrier. I don't think English was her first language, because there is no reason to be that upset about it, especially when describing precisely what you asked for. So I
did
think
she sound like she had an accent?
a little bit, but it was over a speakerphone from 6 feet away, so I can't
Makes it sound horrible already.
Yeah. It was so bad. But I'm with you, Albatross. I know there was at least that, and second, probably not. There was some tension there to begin with.
Just give me the fries. You know what I want. It's like, you know what she was really talking about. You shouldn't have stuck your finger in my butthole. You know what I want.
All right. So that went further than I thought it was going to, but that's my what the F moment. Buy some headphones.
Is that what you want to call it?
Yeah.
Sure.
See, I was thinking, my entire time I was like, what we should call it is what that would. Mowage. Okay, buy some headphones.
Buy some headphones.
Buy some headphones.
That's good, man. If I would have been there, oh man, I'd probably have been yelling stuff. So I would probably been yelling stuff.
At the end, when we threw our stuff away and we were walking away, I very passive aggressively didn't look at him, but said, "You should buy some headphones," and then walked away. But I really wish I had It was a day where I didn't want to start any fights. Otherwise, I probably would have said, "Hey, man, do you mind? We're sitting right here while you're fighting with your wife about what kind of fries she wants. Can you put some headphones on or something like that?" But it was a day I didn't want to start a fight.
If I would have been there with you, I probably would have been like, here, Juhadre, would you like a fry? I would have hand-fed you. Did you like that flavor? What else do you want? just to make it awkward.
Yeah.
Just because I love making people feel so awkward. I really do. Okay. Woo! And period. Okay. Blien.
So I really don't have much, but what I do have is in Diablo 3. There is no achievement for reaching level 100 and passing the Greater Rift at level 100. I got there and I got nothing.
Is it pretty easy to hit?
No.
Oh.
A perspective, they have you've played the game a little bit, Albatross, so they have legendary items, ancient legendary items, and then they have primal ancient legendary items. So what a primal, for those unaware, is a 100% perfectly rolled, maxed out stat ancient. So it's the best. In order to earn those, you have to beat a Greater Rift level 70, which is equivalent to Torment 18-ish.
Yeah.
And the game only goes up to 16.
They increased it from 13. Huh.
Yes, it's up to 16 now. And so a Greater Rift 70 is between Torment 17 and 18. And anyone familiar with the mechanic of Torment level increase is it's so much more than linear. It is by so much. And so when you get...
I haven't played Diablo 3 in a while, so...
So when you get to 70, it's so hard that they give you your first Primal Ancient for free. So then to increase that by another 30 Greater Rift levels, you're talking another 15 Torment levels of difficulty. So And there's no achievement. I did not know that, Blien.
Yeah.
So,
I was kind of upset.
not achieved. So what do you want to call it?
Tormented.
Ah! Ha-ha! That's
For
pretty
anybody
good.
that plays that game, they'll understand it. Tormented. Okay. Dang it. I don't. So my story, I've been in quarantine and I've just did nothing but work and sleep. So like I have like no story. So mine's not going to top yours, Juhadre. I'm sorry.
You don't need to top it.
Oh, I don't have anything about my brother this week. It's like seriously, I got on the phone with my grandma and she goes, "You want to hear about your brother?" I was like, "No, I actually got to go because I was having a good day."
Well played.
I just didn't want to. Well, because okay, let's get a backstory a little bit. My sister, I'm confused because she sent me a birthday card.
Mm-hmm.
This is the same woman that hasn't messaged me or talked to me on her own time in 7 years saying, "I just don't have time." I'm like, "You're a stay-at-home mom with
Awkward.
2 kids that kind of do their own thing." Anyway, so I've just been confused with that. So I've just been trying to focus on other stuff other than that. But my story, parents can relate to. My
Okay.
kid has been getting pickier and pickier, and he's not listening to my wife. He'll listen to me when I stand up. He's like, "Oh shit, Dad stood up,"
Mm-hmm.
but he won't eat his dinner. And now he's on this new phase of I want dessert. I don't give a damn about dinner. And I'm like, "Oh hell no!"
Mm-hmm.
So seriously, I'll feed him dinner. He won't eat it. I'm like, "No, I'm not your personal chef. You were gonna have what me and your mother are gonna have. You don't want it." So next time he says he's hungry, I'll give it back to him. You guys already do that.
Yes.
But now I'll have my ice cream. My wife has her chocolate, orgasmic chocolate.
Right.
It's just a shit ton of chocolate. And as for me, vanilla, because I like vanilla, because I'm now becoming old and my teeth hurt when I have too much sugar. So he'll come sit down on my lap and like, "Oh, we're getting ice cream." And I'm like, hell no. So like I'll sit him down in front of his food again, and he just throws the biggest fix. I'm like, "Damn it, dude. No, you have got to eat your dinner. No." And then, but like I know he listens to me sometimes, and I'm like, "Dude, do you want dessert?" "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay, take 3 bites of your dinner." He's like, "No." And I'm like, "Then no dessert." And he just refuses to understand. So I'm just like, kids again, just demanding dessert. Kids feel entitled is what I'm going to name this one.
Okay.
He just feels like he's entitled. And so that's just because again, I've been at home. That's just what's been getting me this week. I'm like, "Dude, freaking eat your dinner." I just want to stick a funnel and just funnel.
Well, the most confusing thing is when that happens to kids who like to eat their food. Like he loves food. Every time I've been around him,
he's like me. I do not like to eat meals. If I'm hungry, I snack and then I'm good. I just snack throughout the day and it equals out to the same amount of food as three healthy meals.
Yeah.
That's me. He does the same thing, but when it comes to it, sometimes he eats a little bit less than me, but once it gets down to around dinner time, he goes straight for dessert. Hey, can I have some? Give him some. I'll give him exactly what he asked for. "Oh, I want fishies." That means goldfish. "Oh, yeah, here you go." I don't want those no more. I'm like, "You mother, I just got him out."
Mm-hmm.
I hate it.
All right.
I hate it. So, entitled child. That one! The one in the camera! That one! That could not have gone any more perfect. He just peeks in.
Dad's angry. I'm getting out of here. Shut the door.
All right. Let's get a quick recap and get out of this section.
Hold on, let me type it up. Okay, I've got buy some headphones, tormented, and entitled child.
So that Twitter poll will come out when this episode airs on Friday, and please hit your votes.
Please do. We love it. And if you guys have a story yourself, I would love to hear it. We're willing to share some. I love these stories. I really do.
Today's What the F Moment was brought to you by Soesic Clothing. Soesic Clothing provides shirts, hoodies, hats, accessories, and even game codes. Cheaper than you can find them elsewhere at times. You can even customize the clothing with your gamer tag if you so desire. And the best part is, you can use code Juhadre to get 15% off. That's right, 15% off. Use code Juhadre, Jupodre, at soesicclothing.co.
Alrighty. Let's move into announcements now. Do you guys have anything?
Yes.
What's that?
Balls.
Thank you for that. Did you hold in your chuckle on purpose, Blien?
A little bit.
Okay, we can move forward.
Okay,
That's
so
an inside joke. I'm not telling that on the podcast. I will only comment on that one.
I don't have any announcements.
Yep, I don't. Wait, actually, let me go to my announcements page. League of Legends. What do we got?
So we are done with the Risen Divine League that finished up on Monday. We went 2-4 series score. We won more games than that, but that is over. We're not in playoffs, so that's it. But the Phoenix Rising League has just started. We played last week. We went 1-1, and this coming week it'll be tomorrow on July 18th, if I remember right. July 18th, and we will be playing at 8 p.m. Eastern Time and 9 p.m. Eastern Time. So you can jump on twitch.tv/Rated R Esports to watch those. I will be casting that game. And we're going to continue doing that. That will be every Saturday between the hours of 7 Eastern Time and 10 Eastern Time. It changes every week. I think that's it. No. Rated R has another sponsor called Dash Threads, and they are looking to get ideas and products to give to Dash Threads to then produce. So if you have any input, make sure and follow them on Twitter and give your input to the owner so that they can get those all built and get your Rated R swag.
Yeah, that's a great idea, because then you have your own personal opinion of what you want.
Mm-hmm.
I love that idea. I love this idea. Yeah.
I think that's it for me. I don't have any other announcements.
No, but I did have one thought. I had a little earlier. I was going to wait till next podcast, but I'll just say it at the end of this because it's not going to go that long. Do you think they're going to cancel Halloween this year?
Interesting.
Yeah, let's end with this. Do you think they're going to cancel Halloween?
No.
Why?
So here are my thoughts. Because it's a holiday, you can't technically cancel it, but I know what you're saying. Like, are we going to have a state mandate to not
trick or treat?
Yeah. I think that because people are out grocery shopping already and on walks, etc., that it actually isn't going to be that big of a difference as long as people are wearing their masks, which it's Halloween, so half of them should already be wearing something. And then if you just make sure you have some hand sanitizer right there when you either hand it over, or you have little prepackaged bags if you want to hand it out.
There are ideas. I was thinking about that too. It's like you could just do like a prepackaged baggie, and with your costume has like gloves on.
Yeah.
And you're wearing a mask yourself. So
things like that, or just a sign. Here's what I want to see for anyone who is uncomfortable participating in trick-or-treating and Halloween. Just put up a sign saying, listen, I know it's Halloween, but we're really scared, so please accept an apology. There will be no candy here. Because you can't leave the bowl there, then everybody's putting their freaking hands in there, and that's going to be worse.
Well, yeah, you're going to do that, and some people just don't care. But that was just my thought. I was like, I wonder how Halloween's going to go. So.
Alrighty, well then, if there's nothing else, I think that's it.
Yep.
Okay, then we will catch everybody next week.
Thanks to everybody who joined us today on Juhadre. We hope you had a great time, and we hope you join us next week. Don't forget to follow us on social media. On Twitter, we are at Juhadre, at Albatross17, at Blien with 3 N's, and at Rated R LLC. We also have Instagram. Just look up any of our ats or at Juhadre. Or hit us up on our Slink link. It's myslink.app/Juhadre. Don't forget to vote for What the F. We hope to see you next week, my podlings.